nights. And yes, I'm assuming that if you're here looking at this, then you're a him fan like me, and I'm a huge him fan. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet because I can be a bit verbose, and I'm aware of this. So, short and sweet. Neon Noir dropped today. I listened to it, and I just have to give a nod to the sweet, beautiful soul that bought not only the MP3s but the album for me, even though I'd already bought a pre-release because they know how much I love him and Vilvallo. Anyway, I listened to the songs, and I have to say that it's everything I could hope for and more. I grew up in that era. You know, not to, you know, cat's out the bag as far as how old I am, I guess. But yeah, I grew up in that era, even prior to Vilvallo. And I greatly enjoyed this album. There's, if you love Vilvallo and his vocal style and his writing style, you're gonna love it. If you're looking for heavy hardcore, typo negative, thrasher stuff, this probably won't be for you. If you know, love metal, razor blade romance, you probably won't like it as much. And some him fans have been saying how they miss some of his deeper vocals and things like that. But I am enjoying the fact that he is experimenting with his vocal range. His voice sounds clear as a bell. I think it's because, you know, no more cigarettes, no more alcohol, and that kind of thing. He's mentioned a lot of influences, but what's sticking out for me as a babe from that era is the strong Cure vibes, like the Wish era Cure. You know, you can hear that sound. You can hear the '90s influences. You can hear the '80s influences. I know Villa says that he is shit with picking out singles, but I think the title track from Neon Noir is brilliant. It's a great tune. I've been jumping around like a crazy person, dancing to it since I gotten the album, and been listening to it since I got up. And let's say that when you listen to, like, my favorite parts always are his lyrics. And I loved the lyric that stood out to me from Neon Noir was "Trapped in amber with you." That is just beautiful. The way he writes is beautiful. It's not just lyrics, it's poetry. And to me, that's a lot of what's been missing in music when you think about the old '80s, '90s stuff, especially the goth rock. And even some metal. There was like Metallica's Unforgiven. The lyrics are gorgeous, and today, you know, and this is not I'm not one of those old fogies who sits around like, you're back in my day. I hate that. You know, it's not back in my day. It's a new era, new music, and there are a lot of artists that I think are very, very talented artists, and that don't get their due because they're often lumped in with a lot of pop or dance stuff, which is not all music. You got to look for the indie artists who are really going out there and pumping it out. But it gives me a lot of that vibe from my era when I was out there dressed all in black and stomping around in the goth clubs and the underground clubs. And so the nostalgia is there for me. It's a brilliant album. If you're into lyrical poetry, if you're into music that has depth, if you're into music that is not cynically derived but actually comes from the soul of the artist, then I think you can appreciate this. Even if, let's say, it's not your cup of tea, you can appreciate it comes from a genuine place. There's genuine artistry to it. I would say that so far my favorites on first listen, Neon Noir. It's banging it out the box. It's a great tune. I liked Heartful of Ghost. It's so ethereal and haunting. As I told my daughter, it reminds me a lot of, you know, one of the reasons why I like Vilvallo's voice is when you think about musicians and singers from places like the Netherlands, there's always this haunting quality to their voice. And it's because the music, the way that the songs are written there aren't like in America, which is basically based mostly on fun or just the very topical ideas of romance and love. There's always this sort of wistful quality. And it's there in the music, this wistful, like, I call it the ghost in the glens. It's so beautiful, and it appeals to my gothic soul. Yes, you know, as I got older and become a mom, I'm no longer dressed and draped in black, but that dark soul is still there, and it appeals. The thing that I would say I enjoyed the most is the nostalgia of it. It's a brilliant album. I think anyone who's a true, I don't want to say true either. I hate that. There's no such thing as true or not true fans. As you know, in any fandom, there's always people who, I'm the number one fan with the number one foam finger. There is no one way to be a fan. And I just think that, as far as it goes, everyone has their way of expressing their love for a musician. I am excited about this. I think it's a beautiful ode, and it's a beautiful gift for the fans who are missing his contribution to music. So thank you, Villa. We love you, and I look forward to seeing you in May in Atlanta and dancing my dang full head off like I was as I was listening to this album. You stay safe and hydrated. Rest that beautiful voice and keep going. It's a great album. This is brilliant. Thank you so much. And you guys, if you're watching this, put in the comments what your favorite songs. Neon Noir, Heart Full of Ghosts. So far, I got to do some more listens, and we'll see where it goes from there. All right. Thank you guys for listening and watching.